guys, welcome to another day in the vlog. I am super excited for today's video, guys. For today's video, we're gonna be reviewing this 2017 Fiat. So this is the Fiat 500E, guys. This car is actually pretty spacious. I have some headroom. My thing's actually kind of bumped up a little bit. As you guys can tell, we have an 88-mile range right there. So we have 88 miles, we're at 98%. We're in eco mode right now. So I'm basically going for the most economical I can possibly go. Guys, this car is really nice. Just as far as comfortability wise, I mean, it's okay. I'd probably say it's like a 6. But for the gas mileage, I mean, it's electric, so you're getting about 90-mile range if you're only doing freeway, pretty much 85, 90 if you're only doing freeway. If you're doing all city, you can get up to 100, 110, 115. Obviously, that's all subjective to how you guys are driving and the climate. Obviously, if you run the air conditioning or the heaters or the lights or the radio, all that stuff decreases your battery power. You want to make sure you're never going to be stuck anywhere, guys. I mean, this is the car my dad drives to work every single day to Chula Vista, which is about a 50-minute drive from Escondido. Doing that twice a day. He comes home with a couple miles left to spare. Honestly, guys, this car is really nice. Just kind of going in. This is like the acceleration. As you can see, right now it's kind of charging. We're in economically powering up, and then you're in power band, and it shows you everything based on how much you're pushing down your gas pedal and your instant power usage. Crazy person. I have that on camera too. But it shows everything, guys. It's super nice in that regard. It has everything you need to know on your display. And these bumps right up here, they're almost like little, you know, the bars that on the top right-hand corner or top left-hand corner of your phone screen where it shows your signal strength. It's funny, when you plug it in to charge, it shows how much battery it has, just so you can look from the exterior of the vehicle, which is super cool. Not many, I don't think like any Teslas or any have that feature where it shows you what it is, so you can just kind of walk by the garage and say, oh, that car is at like 75%. I'm gonna take this one because I know it has enough gas. I'm just going to Vaughn's or something like that. So that's a really neat feature that this car has. As far as everything else, it has the buttons on the bottom of the steering wheel so that you can change the next station, turn up your volume, turn down your volume. As you guys can see, I can turn it up right here and it's going up. And I want to turn that off so I don't get copyrighted. Oh my gosh. It's kind of different to have all of the buttons to move forward, to be like drive, reverse, neutral, park, all of them just be a button, because I feel like you almost have to push it twice. E-brake is always set no matter what. You set the e-brake every single time. It's just less strain on the electric motor, I think. But it's something that I've always done and my dad has always done, even when on flat garage. Another thing that's kind of interesting is to turn on or roll down the window. It's right there. Nice thing is it comes with automatic roll down, not automatic roll up, unfortunately. This does have window tint on it because I convinced my dad to get it because, I mean, if you're driving this in the hot summer months, you want the heat rejection from it, and with the heat rejection, you won't have to run your air conditioning as much. Another thing is this car does a lot better in the city than it does in the freeway. As you guys can tell right there, we're already at 95%. So we're getting pretty good gas mileage as it is. It shows everything in kilowatts and stuff, which is kind of cool. And it's all charges. So every time you brake, it's charging up the battery. So as far as brakes wise go, you only have to replace them like every 80,000 miles, I'm pretty sure. So it's like super cool that you can be able to do that. This car, when my dad bought it, I think it had close to 30,000, 31,000, I believe. Now he's already at 41,748. So that's already over 10,000 miles that he's driven, and he's bought this like 3 or 4 months ago. So as you guys can tell, my dad just drives this car a ton. Sorry, my hair's everywhere today. Super cool, and it actually has quite a bit of power and pickup. It actually can get some wheel spin, which is very surprising that a car of this caliber can actually get wheel spin. I've kind of figured out that it only goes to about 35 miles per hour is when the power is, and you can actually feel the pull in your seat, and I'll show you guys when we pull up to this next stoplight. But other than that, like, you know, if I floor it right now, I mean, you still feel it a little bit, but it's a lot better going from 0. This is fully floored. As you guys can kind of tell it really just jolts up to like 35 miles an hour, and then I'll show you guys like after 35 it just doesn't really seem to have quite the kick that it does for the first 30 to 35 miles per hour. Going to 35, 40, and then see it just kind of slows down on acceleration. It's kind of fast though, a little skippy. And the nice thing is you can kind of just floor it because you won't have to worry about your battery power really. I mean, or you won't, if you're going short distances, you won't have to worry about if you just want to gun it a little bit just to get where you're going a little faster, because it's literally not using any gas. One thing that I don't like though, guys, is when you go around turns, it almost feels like this car is top heavy, because I mean, even though you have the battery below you, it still feels very top heavy. You go around a corner a little too fast. I've noticed that on the freeway, you really have to pay attention to all of the yellow signs, you know, that say slow down to 45 miles an hour around a bend or something like that. You really have to pay attention, because the difference between 65 and 45 is not like you can just cruise it in a car, you know what I mean? But in this type of car, you really have to pay attention to those signs, because it feels like, whoa, this car is just gonna flip, and oh man, it would be scary. As far as room goes in the car, there's actually quite a bit of leg room. You can see that there's quite a lot big of leg room right there, even stuff over there. This car can actually sit 4 people, so that's very different, I guess, which, I mean, for a car this small to fit 4 people, that's kind of impressive. As far as it all goes though, you can scoot forward the seat a little bit, and yeah, sure, it's a little cramped. I wouldn't suggest maybe doing it more than like a 20-25 minute drive. It's definitely not going to be comfortable long term, but it's kind of cool, at least in that regard. As far as charging goes on this car, it takes usually 4 hours to charge, and what's cool is every time you turn off the car, it shows you how long it's going to take versus if you charge on 110 volts or versus 220. So based on the different ones, it gives you different times, and you can kind of know, oh, if I come back in 45 minutes, my car's going to be fully charged again, which is really nice for if you go to different like charging stations and you don't have a charging station at home, you can kind of know when to charge. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys liked today's video. Hope you guys liked the whole interior and this whole video about this Fiat. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Please make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more videos about this car and videos of my other cars and my parents' cars, my friends' cars, and all those car reviews and different features that they may have, guys. Alright, you guys, without further ado though, I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Enough left to say, guys. I guess it's time to end it.
Too many thoughts on my mind, I can't sleep at night, so I just keep writing. I don't need no help, I don't need opinions, so don't waste my time then. I just been living online, my city don't show me no love, and that's fine. Fuck local radio stations, I got more plays than all of these rappers combined. I'm going again, I've been going in, I'm fed up with so many things, I gotta just let it all out. I'm talking about the shit they've been talking about, telling me I should do this.